Oh, my good is my favorite thing. There's transfers afoot. So first and foremost, my other team, the Seattle Sounders,
That green
they
team.
signed Ryan Kent, FIFA and EA FC legend Ryan Kent.
This guy was saying he's going to start following the Chicago Fire and go start following Seattle in the chat.
That was because of a very cringe tweet. Don't get it twisted. That was an overreaction to a cringe tweet.
All right, sorry to waylay you there, but so Ryan Kent signs, isn't he? Isn't that a name? Isn't that somebody good?
It's a name. He's an Englishman who made his name at Rangers and then played for Liverpool for a hot second. And
that's like Zaha level almost. Maybe.
Would
you say Zaha eclipsed him, or
I would. I would not say he's on Zaha's level, but I do love I favor fortunes the bold. But anyway, I'll say this. He said that because he was a free agent for a hot minute, and he said he turned down deals because he wanted to make the Seattle deal happen. So this man is motivated to play for Seattle. Baby.
Why?
Either that or that was the only deal that was on the table.
Did he not want to deal with promotion relegation? Is that why he was like, I can go to Seattle, not win anything, and be just fine?
Are you kidding? Dude, this man has played for Rangers and Liverpool. He's like, Rella, what? What is that? I've never heard of this thing.
What? Yeah, you got a point
out
there.
In the first division.
There you go.
Anyway, second big piece of news. Not even that one that you're pointing at. Thomas Mueller is available, and I'm terrified. I'm fucking terrified.
You're not titillated by Thomas Mueller, like the hero of the 2010 World Cup. What year is it? It's 2025.
That's Mario Götze.
It's 2025.
Yeah, keep in mind, just listen to yourself. 2010. Last time I checked, we're in 2025. I was gonna say 2015.
15
2025
years later, and he was one of the great players for Germany in that cup. And so it's actually incredible. What an incredible career for Thomas Mueller. What a stud. I would have loved to have brought him over here during the Bastian Schweinsteiger years. That's when it made sense to bring him here. Now in 2020, and that's back in 2018, boys. That's back in 2017, 2018 when Schweinsteiger was here. That's when he should have been here for the last 7 years. Not now. Not as a last resort. I love Thomas Mueller. He's a fun player. He's a genius. What do they call him? They have a whole name.
The Rumhunder, the
Rummeister or something.
He invented a position.
Yeah, it's
they're
just
what do you play?
Because he's just so smart and how he exposes.
He just plays everywhere, basically.
He exposes people. He exposes teams. He brings people out of sorts and disrupts. He's such the ultimate disruptor. And the goals that he would score, you remember these goals? He would score with any part of his body. He would just make it happen. He would will it to happen. He was a great player, but I do think he might be past his time for MLS. And then again, MLS, there's no pressure of promotion relegation. So really, why not?
I'm totally
what do you have to
lose?
DP. If you sign him as a DP, I guess you lose a DP spot. But if you get him for TAM
that's
money,
a very expensive DP spot.
If
you
get
lose
him for TAM
any
money,
counterattack in the it just. Yeah. I don't want it. I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan. I've never wanted any smoke. I don't want it. I just don't want it. It's we don't need the space interpreter, right?
Right.
We have a Brian Gutierrez. Even if you sell a Brian Gutierrez,
you don't think that Thomas Mueller right now is better than Brian Gutierrez right now?
I mean, probably. I'll put it this way:
he
probably is better.
Bits to Betsy that Thomas Mueller is better than Gutierrez on his.
But
best
does he
day.
fit it? Does he play well with Kuipers and Bamba and Zank? And I don't.
That's
I don't
a good
think
point.
the answer to that question is,
he gets to play with Kimmich and Davies and quality.
Not anymore.
And quality players.
You get to play with Jordan Morris
and quality players like Kane,
Christian Roldan.
No, I was talking about Mueller.
No, I'm saying. Oh, that's right. I'm talking. I'm thinking of
No,
that.
he
Kent guy.
was stuck on Kent, but no,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm just not a fan. I guess it's just
Mm-hmm.
not my. It's just not my cup of tea.
Well,
Now, the
I could
last-
give you your
Right.
argument for you. He's lost a step.
Yeah.
He's not as quick
Yes,
as he used
I
to
think
be.
he's lost more than a step.
He's lost
I
more
think,
than a step. Like, remember Schweinsteiger when he came here? Like, if Schweinsteiger,
but
was like
Schweinsteiger
a
was
2.5
33.
speed before, he came here at 1.5 speed. Like, it was, the wheels were off the tread.
Well,
you kind of have to imagine if Schweinsteiger had a better coaching the Fire. I mean,
You think Triple G could have
we played
gotten
him
more?
at center back. That's all you have to know.
By his own
Yeah,
choice. He forced Paunovic to do that, and Paunovic relented. But that's because his legs weren't there.
Sometimes the role of a parent is to be there to make sure the child doesn't make a terrible decision, and
That's
sometimes
the
the role of
GM,
the
though.
coach
The
is to make
GM.
sure your star player doesn't make a stupid decision.
How about you make sure your
That's
GM
true.
doesn't sign a player who can't run when you need him to play the midfield in MLS, a league that runs in the midfield? Like, he can't. You can't.
I
be
mean,
a
you're
Pirlo
talking-
here.
you're
It's
talking
hard
about
to
a
be
time-
Pirlo here.
you're talking about a time that we signed Arshakian.
You're talking about a time forgot. All right. Speaking, though, of the Fire signing someone, that's the last bit of transfer news I have.
Yeah.
The Fire have signed an individual who I can never pronounce his name. No, it's Jay Davali.
Jay Davala?
I'm not
Maybe?
100% sure on that, but it looks like he's a kid. It looks like he played
21
now
years
I
old.
I literally forgot where he played, but more of the youth
UD
movement.
later or something like that.
It's
It's in Portugal, second division.
yes,
It's called
Portugal second
UD
division. Thank you.
Yeah, it's UD
Yeah,
later. I
He's
think.
from the Ivory Coast.
Okay. I'll put it this way: for the first time forever, when this Fire signs somebody I don't know, I'm like, well, we're doing pretty well with the youth. This guy might be pretty good. So
It's funny.
that's-
I started cracking up because I've heard that before. I remember you telling me about that. Yes, you are right. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I had no idea who Bamba was. I thought, oh, that guy had, his name is Bamba. That's it. And look what's going on.
Oh,
Man,
the FIFA players know Bamba. Bamba's another FIFA
legend.
hero.
So the scout. So the same scout who found Leonardo Barrosa is the guy who found Jay de Avila. So that is what has me excited. The fact that scout found, to me, one hell of a freaking player
Oh, man.
for the Chicago Fire in Leonardo. And if he thinks that he found another in Jay de Avila and he strikes the
You're gonna get an
he strikes
explosive player, man.
upon a goal again and pulls it off again. By the way, this guy is 6 foot fucking huge. I think he's
Good
six.
luck trying to defend him.
I think he's
So
like
he
he's 6'3", I think.
He's
minimum.
1.91 meters.
I got a feeling he's probably fast too.
He's 6 foot
He
3
is
feet.
6'2".
He's 6'2", 6'3". He's moderately. I don't know if he's fast, but he sure is tall, and he's got a stick to boot. I was watching
I
some
mean,
of his skills.
Barroso is on the right side, and that man be running laps back and forth from
He's
one
a-
end to another.
He was a bit of a
Barroso
specimen
has been a
too.
revelation.
He looks like
Oh,
ripped.
dude.
And just like he looks like an athlete. He looks like what
So,
I
good
want
luck
in
defending
a
him, basically.
Here's the thing: in an outside back, and to be successful, you need somebody who is like an equivalent almost to like a football wide receiver. It could be a slot wide receiver, or an X wide receiver, a Z wide receiver, those tall guys. But you need someone who's got the physicality to run up and down the outside of that flank, up and down all day. And with strength to boot, to be able to push people off, jostle off them. And that's what Leonardo has. This guy's 6'3". He's going to own the center of the park. That's exciting.
You know who's kind of like one guy that kind of surprised you a bit is I forgot his name. The midfielder that we have, the other guy that we signed from Spain, from Celta Vigo, Guame. Yeah, he's fast.
Oh, he hasn't really gotten even to play yet.
He looks like he's all muscle, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe this guy's more of a physical presence. No,
He
Dude
almost
takes
got
off.
another one this weekend, by the way. I was there. He
dude
almost
takes
got
off.
another one.
Yeah, that dude takes off, man. Like I saw him sprinting. I'm like, oh man, nah, that guy's fast. Good luck. You know.
All right. Well, there's another play. So, James, what do you have for the good?